Alright, okay. So, it's treason within treason. China putting down rebellious Pacific Front forces. What is this, the campaign? Because it isn't like it too much. Alright, okay, in the bottom left as the orange China, we have Ragnaros. And in the top right as the red Pacific Front, we have Wavepy. It's been a while since I've seen Wavepy play. Last I remember, Wavepy was quite competent, but Ragnaros is still the favourite to win. With Pacific Front against China, Pacific Front is regarded as one of the counterpicks towards China, considering OpenTop doesn't really care about EMP, plus the long-range anti-tank artillery, the Zephyr. I reckon PS in a good spot here, but again, maybe that will make up for any skill discrepancies. Both players opening up with fairly standard stuff, each looking to secure their oil derricks. Obviously Wavepy, having created this map, knows where the tech structures are, or rather should, because he's forgotten the two in the back. Whereas Ragnaros, on the other hand, didn't make the map, has captured them. It's such as every mapper's curse to forget where the tech structures are. I'm sure Peter will tell you all about that one. Either way, Wavepy, having secured his first oil derrick, to capture his second one in a bit. It also looks like he's out to secure the tech expansion post up in the top left. That's a very lonesome engineer. We'll have to hope that dog doesn't notice. Ragnaros securing his second oil derrick. Wavepy scouting the bottom right. Another contingent of dogs moving down. Wavepy has indeed captured that tech expansion post. The question is, does he have a pillbox ready to defend it? Does. Wavepy choosing to long distance mine the gems over there, bloody hell. As Ragnaros, sticking with a conventional base crawl, is also deciding not to long distance mine. Fairly standard war miners coming out before Ragnaros. Wavepy still working on his war factory. Another Tesla reactor out from Ragnaros. Probably see another barracks or another Tesla reactor, then the second refinery out towards the gems. Wavepy working on his second refinery as of right now. He'll want to blow up those trees, but that is a pretty effective base group. Yeah, okay, it was a barracks we saw out from Ragnaros. Now he goes to the refinery, I imagine. Yep, there we go, there's the second refinery. Still no pillbox at the expansion, but I don't think Ragnaros particularly cares about that too much. Good source for some late game money, which should be required if Wavepy chooses to play an ultra low tech game with Zephyr spam. Which is honestly probably the way to go here. I'm just going to make sure that the stream is working. Yes, it is. Good. The horror thought of it being the poster just came to mind. People were just looking at me. Hello, Wavepy is being greedy. He's going to try and take the bottom right expansion post as well. Overall map control, I'd say in this case, probably going to end up falling to Wavepy if Ragnaros doesn't contest it. A couple of dogs moving out though. They're probably going to try and stop the engineer. They're going to get on scene before that, but Wavepy does have a dog guarding the area, so the question is, will the dog be able to buy enough time for the engineer to capture it? See, it's attacking. It's got one dog. The dog dies. But that does stop the two dogs in their tracks either way. And that engineer is going to capture the tech expansion post. Wavepy in position. Both definitely now has some map control ahead of him. Single Sarugi out there. I think that's a stock Sarugi, if I have to look, if I had to guess. No, that's a GGI Sarugi. Just tell by the missile tips on the launcher. Ragnaros obviously moving in to retake take the tech expansion post away from Wavepy, winning back some additional map control that he will probably need. No pillboxes on either of them. He's going to take both, actually. Wavepy's lack of pillboxing these has resulted in the fact... Oh no, there was a pillbox! Hello! Pillbox must have been just too late to defend that tech expansion post, and this one falls as well. Again, no such pillbox. With the fact that the pillbox is there, that Sarugi, now obviously repair Sarugi, is going to take the engineer down there, obviously immune to dogs, and Wavepy is just going to take that back. A very forward Air Force Command HQ out from Wavepy here, as Ragnaros has gone tier 2, working on his nuke reactor, fielding a sizable conscript flak trooper blob supported by 2 Quillins and an armadillo. Make that 3 Quilling tanks. Wavepy should probably start looking to respond in kind with a group of GIs at the very least to deal with the conscripts. The Kappa tanks will probably have enough parity to deal with the Quilling tanks, but it remains to be seen. The game has frozen, which is unfortunate. Connection to Ragnaros, it says, was interrupted. Oh, hello, that's spicy. Oh, that is very spicy. Ragnaros took over the tech power plant there as well. But with the additional pillbox down, fight for the tech expansion post. I don't know what a good tunnel server would be though, where we can all get a somewhat decent connection. Ooh, Wavepy's put himself on low power there. The robot op center, but that does mean he can now definitely get Zephyrs. Zephyr is definitely a good solution to dealing with the China armor, but he still has to contend with all the conscripts he needs. He's going to need seals actually, now that considering that he does have the AFHQ. I don't know why I said GIs earlier, but he is indeed making Navy. He's got a Navy seal at the very least anyway. He definitely has the money to support manufacturing them. First couple of Zephyrs coming out from Wave. Okay, after the power plant, Wave is going to go for the tier 3 rush. Okay, no quintuple war factory out from Wave for the Hunter Seekers. It is instead a straight tier 3 rush. Ragnaros obviously obliging in kind, and he's working on his tactical nuke side, looking to force the game to come forward. Both players, no major engagement yet. Pillbox is facing off against the Testicoil. I think the Testicoil is going to win. Third Pillbox down out of the Wavepy wide. Again, kill the Testicoil. Come back to that in a bit. Zephyrs out from Wave. We need Seals Wave. Seals, not GIs. Seals are just a straight upgrade. Come on. EMP control station out from Ragnaros. That's one well defended. Tech expansion post up at the top left. Yunru is now out, and a couple of flak troopers. I'm not sure why Ragnaros is making flak troopers, likely to deal with Noria and the Rocketeers, which is understandable, but the air threat as it is right now, I wouldn't exactly say warrants it. That can be solved by flak troopers. Stomping of the Centurion is now out in force here. We've got a couple of Eradicators with the Yunru. They're likely going to go for the standard Centurion, or one Yunru, 2 Erads. Assuming that, good stuff to let. Yep, Yunru and 2 Erads going into the Centurion here. If PY continuing to fortify his position with pillboxes, he can afford to do that, but he's going to want to look at improving his economy soon. These miners are going to start running a bit slow. Ragnaros with the Centurion is now capable of moving out, and is looking to start applying some pressure. A couple of Profiteer team out on the left here, to try and distract Ragnaros, but he's got his base well fortified. His flank cannons are still working as a new silo. Hailstorm out from Wave to try and clean up some of this infantry. Interesting call there. I personally would have done the Zephyrs. He's depowered himself with the gap generator again. Wavepy obviously miscalculating that. It's a discrepancy of 20 to solve. Ragnaros now moving out, trying to break in before the gap generator comes online. Honestly, all he has to do is bring up the eradicators and then just go ham. Wavepy targeting error, I would say, in that he's targeting the armour and not the eradicators with the hailstorms. The hailstorms are definitely a good call here, I suppose. I would have preferred more Zephyrs, but if you're going to make hailstorms, use them against the eradicators, because that way you're in control of this and worth nothing. Zephyrs opening up on the Centurion, gradually chipping its health down. We've got a Kirov out from Ragnaros to try and get to the front lines. I don't think it's going to do a whole lot considering the amount of guardian GIs here. We'll have to try and clean that up. Here comes the infantry push from Ragnaros, charging into the wall of pillboxes and deploying GIs, taking massive casualties here. The Kirov is of course unrelenting in its advance. It's not going to stop for anyone. Wavepy needs to keep these guardian GIs alive, but they are all focusing down the Kirov. Kirov's going to get a bomb off, or not, and it dies taking without anything with it. Most of the infantry block here has been cleaned out. The eradicators, the Zephyrs are desperately trying to, or a Zephyr is trying to take down the Centurion. Most of us have lost single erad cleaning up the infantry though. Tanks moving in, the Kappas moving in to try and kill the Centurion. He shuts those Kappas down right away. More hailstorms out from Wave. Wave, you need to stop the hailstorm production and switch to Zephyrs. That gap generator though definitely preventing Ragnaros from completing the full potential of the push. Tactical nuke silo has been operational for some time now, about 3.5 minutes. Putting Wave on a timer. Wave will probably want to respond to Barracudas, but he is very much preoccupied right now dealing with the Centurion. The War Factory is gone. However, Wave does indeed have a spare one. Finally making Zephyrs instead of hailstorms. Wave desperately trying to spam out guardian GIs. All busted down, which takes care of the gap generator. There, but Buster is GIs. The Eradicator's focusing on the front of Minor, which is obviously not rad immune. He was here as well. Not a lot Wave can do here. The Guardian GIs are A, outranged, and B, they've just died to the Eradicators. There's not a lot Wave can do about it. Just get one shot. Maybe not one shot, I'd say, but holy shit. That at this stage, it is just a matter of time. Even if Wave does clean up the Centurion, which is now gone elite, that is an elite Centurion. There isn't anything Wave can do to stop the nuke, which will just finish him off. Norio is out and about, likely to try and desperately stop the nuke, but the nuke is again, well, it's got a slight vulnerability here, but this does indeed have a few sentinels. Norio doubling back actually, likely to try and remedy the desperate situation that is this base. The Centurion anti-air was buffed this patch. Black Widow going down to improve Norio's armour. It's definitely something. It's a response. Single sentinel here, definitely better at AoE crowd control rather than single target. But they're going to kill Norio either way. Not enough to stem the tide. The being sold, and Wavepy calls GG.